SafeerePakistan, program focus on the life and achievement of Pakistani American.
SafeerePakistan.
What about the participation in American society?
I would have to say it's slowly beginning to increase. I mean, my sort of viewpoint is that actually 9/11 created sadly, an opportunity for us. It forced us to have a conversation. It forced us to act, really, for the first time. And so the silver lining is really that we have an opportunity to educate our fellow American Muslims. And now we're forced into the conversation politically, socially, within our schools, if we send our kids wherever we're involved. I'm finding more and more Muslims involved in their local commissions, local government, county level, at the state level, and even nationally, and I think that's what's needed. I think if we're here to stay and if we want to create our institutions like care, like our schools, like our masajids, we need to be present and we need to stand up. And we need to stand shoulder to shoulder with other civil rights groups and other ethnic communities.
If you do look at the 9/11 hijackers and these people who were recently arrested in Britain, many of them look alike. What's the harm in paying a closer attention?
The sheer idiocy of this program, it just doesn't make any sense. We just don't have the resources. We need to base our security on intelligence and not...
I think for journalists, especially in this climate that we're in, it's very hard to reach out to the Muslim community. And I think CARE has provided us with a one-stop shopping place where we can go and find contacts within the Muslim community to talk about the issues.
What are you doing for the future generation, which is really growing fast here?
We offer opportunities for youth to volunteer. You know, we also help as youth get older or even in college or high school, not just to be interns with CARE, but also congressional interns or to place them in key positions where they may learn to be, you know, better journalists, better politicians, or whatever their career goal may be, because we really do want to make sure that they're also we place strategically Muslims in the realm of media, in the realm of politics. We try to do that, but I think just by simply us speaking out also on key issues, they're going to know that there's an institution for them and is speaking out and has a moderate voice. In terms of drugs and gangs and that sort of thing, that's a personal issue of mine, in that I run an organization that deals with those issues. I think it's very important for American Muslim parents to step up and have clear, concise, you know, conversations with their young people. Young people don't wake up one day and realize that this behavior is bad from the other. I think we need to communicate that with our kids. Who's going to talk about it? If you don't talk about it with your children, someone else will talk to their child about what is good, what is right, what is wrong. But I think, again, we need strong institutions like CARE who are going to model appropriate behavior and have folks in leadership that are young and they can emulate and say, okay, I can do this. I can be the next congressperson. I can be the next president, the next Hussam Aylouch of CARE. They need to see role models. I mean, at the end of the day, who are doing good work in the community.
Okay, most important question, which is I really notice. You know, the American organization putting so many programs, event, ICNA, ISNA, CARE, where you get a lot of only Muslim Americans. If you go ICNA convention, you see thousand Muslims. But I never noticed and there is a big event only for the Americans, where you invite only Americans and you address the issues and you educate them, you tell the stories about Islam and bring the scholars and speakers. I never noted that. Why not this happening?
We should put you on our mailing list.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, our events are mainly actually geared towards non-Muslim Americans because that's our business, education.
Have you ever done any convention?
We do that all the time. Actually, what we do, they don't come to conventions, to be fair. I mean,
Why not? Why don't you create a concept and idea that they should join you?
Yeah, because it's not something in the culture of Americans where they attend the convention of another group. But what we do is we actually reach out to more than a convention. What we do, we have programs with interfaith community where we do Islam 101 classes, explaining what Islam is. The easier way to go to do things in America is you don't wait for people to come to you. You actually take the initiative and go to them.
I understand that, but...
And we do, basically what we do is actually we have a program where we go and visit almost every church. We coordinate with the Catholic churches, Presbyterians and Episcopalians, and we go and visit the churches, the synagogues, bring speakers to them. And in addition to this, what we do, we parallel that by saying there is an Islam 101 program where in addition we'll visit you and give you a training about what Islam is, and so we better understand what Islam is. We also take you on a tour to the mosque. So we take them to the Islamic side of Orange County in Garden Grove, to the Irvine Mosque, where they meet the imam, look at the school, look at the minaret, understand what Islam is. They prefer that because from our dealing with them in a scientific way, we found out that for them coming to a convention, it's almost understood as a proselytizing effort where we're trying to convert them. And that's not our job is to educate. And I think they feel more comfortable when it's done on their terms, on their turf.
And there are similar programs, and we do that with the police departments, the sheriff departments, the hospitals, the schools. I mean, we have outreach programs for folks to reach them in that way, and sometimes even town hall meetings. Yeah. I believe at the national level there was a conference or a convention on Islamophobia, for example, and we had a wide range of panels, and the audience was predominantly non-Muslim. It was for them, geared for them, to sort of dispel a lot of those concepts.
नाज़रीन, तो आप देख रहे थे मुलाकात जनाब साम आलूश से और ताहिरा गुराया से, जो बहुत ही फ्रूटफुल बातचीत हुई और आपके ज़हनों में जो ख़दशात थे और जो फ़िक्र थी, सोच थी केयर के बारे में, आप केयर के बारे में बहुत कुछ जानना चाहते थे, और आज मुझे एहसास है आपके बहुत सी सवालात के जवाबात साम आलूश और ताहिरा गुराया ने आपको दे दिए होंगे. अब बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया ताहिरा.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you, Mr. Alush.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. शुक्रिया.
Shukriya.
नाज़रीन, तो वक्त हुआ है आपके अहम सेगमेंट दिस वीक अमेरिका. नाज़रीन, तो आइए आज आपके लिए चलते हैं यहाँ से बहुत दूर, टेक्सास के एक शहर डैलस में. जी हाँ, डैलस वो शहर है जहाँ जागते हंसते बसते पाकिस्तानी आबाद हैं, बहुत बड़ी इंडियन कम्युनिटी आबाद है, बहुत बड़ी बांग्लादेशी कम्युनिटी आबाद है, और मैं समझता हूँ कि ये बहुत बड़ा शहर है, मोहब्बतों का शहर है और यूनिटी का शहर है. ये यहाँ पे लोग मिलजुल के रहते हैं, ख्वाह उनका ताल्लुक़ इंडिया से हो या पाकिस्तान से हो या बांग्लादेश से हो या नेपाल से हो या श्रीलंका से हो या भूटान से हो, कहीं से भी हो, मिलजुल कर वो लोग काम कर रहे हैं. तो हाल ही में मेरा वहाँ दौरा था और मुझे वहाँ इनवाइट किया गया था सलाम नमस्ते अमेरिका की जानिब से. ये रेडियो का एक नाम है, वैसे तो एक बहुत मशहूर फिल्म है, लेकिन उन्होंने इसको अडॉप्ट करते हुए एक पॉजिटिव इमेज और पॉजिटिव इसको रंग दिया है. तो वहाँ पे ये पहला अमेरिका के अंदर पहला 24 आवर्स 7 डेज ए वीक FM चैनल है. FM चैनल लेना कोई मजाक बात नहीं है, और मैं मुबारकबाद देता हूँ जनाब मंसूर शाह साहब को, जयपाल को और मोहम्मद अब्बास को कि उन्होंने इतनी बड़ी हिम्मत की, इतनी मेहनत से, लगन से, डेडिकेशन से इस कॉन्सेप्ट को एक आगे लेकर आए. डेफिनेटली कोई भी एक कंट्री या पाकिस्तान या बांग्लादेश या इंडिया इतना बड़ा चैनल अकेले रन नहीं कर सकते. यू टॉकिंग अबाउट मिलियंस ऑफ डॉलर की बात हो रही है, यहाँ पे बड़े पैसे की बात हो रही है. फिर 24 घंटे का प्रोग्राम आपके कंट्रोल में हो, आप वहाँ बातचीत कर सकते हैं, अपना पैगाम दे सकते हैं, वर्ल्ड अफेयर्स की बात कर सकते हैं, अपने वतन की बात कर सकते हैं, आप अपनी सकाफत की बात कर सकते हो. तो ये बहुत ही अच्छा इक़दाम है, और मैं भरपूर तरीके से सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान की जानिब से तमाम इंतज़ामिया को, तमाम होस्ट को, उनके एंकर्स को दिल की गहराइयों से मुबारकबाद पेश करता हूँ कि उन्होंने ये रेडियो स्टेशन कायम किया और इंशाल्लाह ये बहुत तरक्की करेगा. दूसरा जो पहलू है, उसके साथ इन्होंने एक देसी माल का आगाज़ किया है, जहाँ तकरीबन एक देसी माहौल होगा. जैसे हमने देखा ना, चाइना टाउन, वियतनामी टाउन, जैपनीज़ टाउन, ये कंप्लीट टाउन होगा देसियों का, जहाँ पे देसी एटमॉस्फेयर होगा. और इसमें उन्होंने ये कहा है कि जितने भी नॉन प्रॉफिट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन उनके लिए फ्री ऑफिस होंगे, बच्चों के गेम्स, थिएटर्स, सिनेमाज, बैंक्वेट हॉल, वेडिंग हॉल्स, लॉन्स, स्विमिंग पूल, गोल्फ कोर्स, एवरीथिंग यू नेम इट दे आर बिल्डिंग. दे ऑलरेडी बॉट द लैंड, ऑलमोस्ट 17 एकड़ लैंड उन्होंने बाई की है, बहुत ही प्रोमिनेंट जगह पे डैलस के अंदर, बिल्कुल बीचों बीच में डैलस के. तो एक बार फिर मैं इस बात की भी मुबारकबाद देता हूँ जनाब जयपाल को, मंसूर शाह को और मोहम्मद अब्बास साहब को और उनकी इंतजामिया को, और उनके जो सपोर्टर हैं जनाब सतीश गुप्ता और मिस्टर नील, और इट इज़ लॉन्ग लिस्ट. यू नो, इफ आई स्टार्ट टेकिंग नेम, इज गोइंग टू बी होल प्रोग्राम गोइंग टू बी फिनिश.